Hi, Andrea here. Today we will talk about the basics of math. In particular, we will move our first steps into set theory. Now, it can seem quite weird to talk about sets as the foundation of the entire mathematics, but the reason behind this introduction will be clear as soon as we move forward. The question at the base of this video is: how is math defined? Or also, what is math? We can simply say that math is the subject that studies the usage of some true quantitative propositions in order to show that other quantitative propositions are true as well. You may have heard about this process of deriving new propositions. It is called proof. But what is a quantitative proposition? Well, a proposition is in general a statement that can be true or false, like the car is going fast. A quantitative proposition is a statement that specifies a property of an object or of a situation in an unequivocal way, something like the car is going at 100 km per hour. As we said, it is possible to get some other propositions from the ones possessed. For example, let's assume as before that the car is going at 100 km per hour, and let's add to it the speed limit is 80 km per hour. We can easily deduce without subtraction that the car is going at 20 km per hour above the speed limit. That is math. Everything is great, but we are starting with some propositions that we want true. In general, we have to use other propositions in order to prove them, and so on. There must be a starting point, something we don't need to prove. We need to define general principles. They are statements we assume true because of their evidence and reasonableness. Something like 1 is a number. So, it is necessary to define a starting point for mathematics, able to work well with every type of object. In fact, when we do math, it is common to deal with numbers, polygons, functions, and so on. Then we need also something that makes easy working with logic. As anticipated, the answer to all these needs are the sets. In math, a set is simply defined as a collection of objects, which are often called elements of the set. In general, a set is indicated with a capital letter, let's say uppercase A, while its elements are indicated with small letters. For example, one element could be lowercase a. In this case, we say that lowercase a is into uppercase A. One of the reasons behind the usage of sets is the possibility to have an easy way to deal with any kind of object. For example, we can imagine to talk about numbers. A set can be seen as a bubble enclosing a certain kind of numbers, like the numbers from 1 to 5. A little further, we can imagine to deal with regular polygons and to take into consideration only the polygons with up to 5 sides. You see, the two different scenarios are described in the same way using sets. This is the starting point of our travel through math, and we will see how to use it. I promise we will explore this new world together and with no pressure.